started, guys, so we're going to announce the bridal party. So first off, we have Zoe, Scott, and Jess.
Keep your applause coming along, guys. We've got Carolyn, Ben, and Tammy.
Alrighty, guys, we have the best man and matron of honour, Tim and Zoe.
For the first time as husband and wife,
Mr. and Mrs. Todd! Beautiful. All right, well, I think it's probably time to cut the cake, I think, while we're right near it. Beautiful.
So insecure. You are the one thing I'm living for. I wanna be needing your love. I just wanna be deep in your love. And it's killing me when you're away. Oh baby, 'cause I really don't care where you are. I just wanna be there where you are. I gotta get one little day. Sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Right here, 'cause I need a little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. Sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me? I want that red velvet, I want that sugar sweet. Don't let nobody touch it unless that somebody's me. I gotta be a man, there ain't no other way. 'Cause girl, you're hotter than a Southern California day. I don't wanna play no games, you don't gotta be afraid. Don't give me all that shy shit, no makeup on, that's my sugar. Yes please. Come and put it down on me. Right here, 'cause I need a little sympathy. So baby, just show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness, yeah. Sugar, yes please. Won't you come and put it down on me, down on me. Yes please. Come and put it down on me. Right here, I need a little sympathy. Show me good loving, make it alright. Need a little sweetness in.
Now we'd like to bring up the father of the bride, David. Here he is, everyone.
Is that loud enough for everyone? Okay. Not 4X gold. That's no good. You got to get on the hard stuff. Everyone listening up? I've got a fair bit of dirt on the bride and groom, so we better kick off now because it's going to take ages. So I'd like to start by thanking several people today, and certainly the ones that come to the forefront of my mind is Sarah and Nick. So MCs, thank you very much. Bit of round of applause. And then we've got Sophie and Chloe, and they've done an amazing job. They've set up all the bar today. They've done some food, and it's an amazing sort of setting, and it takes a fair bit of work to get all that prepared for 80 odd people. So it's a great job. and everyone else that sort of chipped in along the way. We had Deb and Ben and a number of other people chip in, so that was fantastic effort. So off we go. So a really warm welcome to everyone here tonight, and I guess we're at the next chapter of Emma and Michael's wedding. I think it's the sequel. Like, you have like episodes to this, and they've got to this point where they've got to their second episode, and there's probably going to be a third one. So stay tuned. Yep, you'll be on there. So I've heard of some pretty long breaks in between ceremonies and the reception, but 6 months, guys, this is going to extreme. A lot has happened since then, and I reckon secretly Emma just wants to wear a dress a couple of times because get your money's worth, Emma, I reckon. So, that's it. Well, some grandchildren as well. That's it. So, a reasonable amount has happened the last 6 months. So 2 of the bridesmaids have had babies. So you got Tam and Jess, both had beautiful babies, so congratulations. And a special mention tonight to Mick and Val. They're celebrating their 43rd wedding anniversary. And like a very astute brother-in-law, I found that out about 2 seconds ago. Welcome to, Emma and Michael, you made it. We're here, and it's been a long time, COVID and everything like that. And look, you had to hobble in here, Em, so that's a great effort in itself. So for those who don't know, Emma had a bit of a slip up a couple of days ago, and she's cut her foot, so she's done a great effort. I tried to convince Emma into having a big backyard barbecue. No offence to the pizza people or the hall people, but look, a backyard barbecue would have been pretty simple. We could have had it all over and done with them, but no, she wanted the full kit and caboodle, so great work. I know Emma and Michael are both very grateful that everyone could make it here tonight, and I understand that other people, some people would have had commitments, particularly being a weeknight, so thank you very much for making it here. It's fantastic, so give yourselves a round of applause. So if you cast your minds back to October, just across the road in the forest, we had a beautiful ceremony, and look, it was absolutely stunning. And it's probably a moment in time that you guys should cherish because, it's once in a lifetime thing and a beautiful day, and you had everyone here to celebrate, so it's really beautiful. So just a few words about Emma, and there's probably a whole stack more I could have put down, and certainly I think this is from myself and Mum, Em, that as a young child, used to keep us all pretty entertained and pretty amused, and particularly your grandparents. So, you'd be singing and dancing and have everyone entertained around the place. So that was beautiful. And I know your grandparents would have, they love that. So, and your singing and dancing has obviously paved a bit of a way because during your high school years, you did a bit of singing and dancing, and you were in the choir in school, and that was a beautiful time. And just aside from that, Emma's always been an incredibly hard worker, and if you need a hand with anything, just pick up the phone and call Em, because she'll help you out, definitely. She's always there to help people, and no job too big or small. And Em, to be perfectly honest, your mum and me are very proud of you. There's so many things you do for the family. You're very passionate about everything, and although you drive us crazy with a few bits and pieces along the way, yeah. It's beautiful to have you around, and I know the family, the extended family, love the time they spend with you as well, so it's beautiful. You're ever for looking out for others, Em, and you've got a heart of gold, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, Em. So Michael, well, what do I say? We've known you since you were probably about 15. And Michael would often pop into our place. He would just pop through and just pop in for a visit. And Emma had a bit of a crush on Michael. She had this bit of infatuation with Michael, and a massive crush, actually. So Michael, I don't know. Michael would often be around the place, and he was in a band, and he played at Emma's 16th birthday. So it was a great time. So I think they sort of built up a bit of a friendship there, and it extended from there. So over the years, they've known one another as friends, and then it's just gone from there. So well, if you fast forward to today, Michael, You've grown into a young man with ambitions, and you're kind-hearted. And look, we'd really like to welcome you to the family, Michael. I know you've obviously known Em for a long period of time. You popped into our house, and we love having you around. So, with that said, I'd like to welcome you to the family, and together I'd like to get everyone to raise their glasses. And to the newlyweds, Emma and Michael, have a long and extended life, be happy together, grow, give us plenty of children, enjoy, okay? All the best. Thanks, guys. Thanks, folks. And I'd like to welcome up Paul for a bit of a chat. Or was that your job as the MC? Okay. Oh, sorry.
Okay, guys. We've got another speech from another lovely father. I'm very sorry. And yes, you are. Everyone's lovely here. Can you all please put your hands together and give a nice warm welcome to Paul, the father of the groom.
Hi, I found out a couple of weeks ago that the guys wanted me to speak for them, and I'm happy to speak for these guys because I love them to death. Even though he's a boy, he's all right for a boy, I suppose. And the lovely lady next to him, she's nigh on perfect, I think. Anyway, a bit of history. Emma was actually my youngest daughter's friend at first. And there was a bit of interaction there, and Michael was hanging around every now and then to say hello and just to be Johnny on the spot. Yes, I've got nothing written down, so this is all ad-lib, sorry. But as things went along, the guys did hook up, and they formed a great partnership. And it was a strong bond between them, and it wasn't hard, seeing we're at 30 Somerset. These guys are 50 Somerset, 52. So it wasn't far to go to say hello. Anyway, as things went, Michael sort of rolled along through life, and eventually he found somebody that he was comfortable being with constantly, and somebody he felt secure with. I've been told to keep this short. So, to keep it short, Michael's made some interesting choices over his lifetime. Some good, some not so good. But the best choice he's made, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is to choose this beautiful lady to be his wife. So my drink's down there, but I'd like you to charge your glasses and give a strong toast to this fantastic couple, Mr. and Mrs. Todd. Thank you.
Oh, wasn't that beautiful? Yeah, another round of applause. Absolutely. All right, guys. We're just going to... I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen the pizza start getting on that table, so I feel like we all should start smacking into that pizza. So enjoy, guys. Have a bit of a nibble, and we'll get into the next round of speeches very soon. Thank you.
I'm 33 for a moment. I'm still the man, but you see I'm there. A kid on the way, babe. A family on my mind. I'm 45 for a moment. The sea is high. to live. Half the time goes by, suddenly you're wise. Another blink of an eye, 67 is gone, the sun is getting hot. We're moving on. I'm not denying for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please put your mitts together and give our matron of honour, Zoe, a big, beautiful hand. Come on down, girl.
Hi, everyone. So we're finally here, and I can finally read my speech that I made about a year ago. Fuck off. I'd just like to start off by saying how lucky I am that those two over there, as much as you do my head in, I'm very lucky that you're all ours. You're my sister and brother-in-law now. You're both very caring, very loving, thoughtful, and really the best sister and brother-in-law that we could ask for. But more importantly, you guys are the most amazing auntie and uncle to not only Sophia and Leo, but to all your nieces and nephews, which I'm sure they would all vouch for that. Emma's always loved being around little kids, and I don't know if it's because you're a big kid at heart or if it's because you used to carry me around like I was one of your babies when I was growing up. From carrying me around in a big shopping bag to giving me my first haircut at the age of 3. It's lasted. I was really just like one of your dolls. Our poor mum and my poor hair, she of course tried to hide it and pinned it all back. And she even tried to justify it by saying that her hair was in her eyes. But it was my hair, so the fuck. And all my curls are gone. So growing up was obviously a challenge, and I'm sure my parents thought, 2 daughters would be best of friends, but it was totally not like that growing up. We used to fight all the time. We would argue over everything. I'd hate when Emma would have her music up blaring for the whole neighbourhood to hear, and she hated when I hogged the bathroom. She also really hated it when her friends wanted to include me in hanging out with them, because I was the cute little sister, but Emma obviously didn't like that. Our poor dad would always have to play bouncer in our fights, and our poor mum would always get pulled into our fights too, so... But one thing that we know for sure is that although we didn't always like each other, we always loved each other. And it was when we grew up and moved out of home and when I had Sophia that our bond grew stronger and stronger. And I could tell before Sophia was born that Emma was going to be the best auntie, the most protective auntie, but just like you were with me growing up, overprotective, to say the least. You were there when Sophia was born. And since then, you've shared a special bond with Sophia. And Emma was the first name that Sophia even said. Emma, Just like I thought, she's the very overprotective auntie. Whenever Sophia hurts herself, Em's the first to run over and make a fuss. She treats her like her own, and I'm so truly blessed that both my children have you as their auntie. I know one day, hopefully soon, Emma's going to make the best mum, and I'll be able to repay you for everything you've done for our family, and give the same love that you give to our kids. And Michael, the crazy uncle that Sophia absolutely adores. Her face just lights up when she sees you or talks about you. I even think that she likes you a little bit more than Emma. Sorry. A little bit. And I'm sure here everyone can agree that Michael's pretty out there, never one to sit back and be quiet. So I asked a few people this evening just a few words that they'd use to describe Michael. We had a few good ones. One, he's the front man and lead singer to Emma's life. I thought that was very romantic. That's a nice one. Someone even said he's a little bit eccentric. A little bit bipolar. He's a loose unit. That's a pretty good one. And the best one, he's the dumbest smart person they know. Yes. That's a good one. But I know that you've got to be very patient to deal with a Cornish girl, so we can give you that. That's pretty good. There's not many people that can handle the constant wee stops that Emma has to do, reheating her dinner like 2-3 times in the middle of eating, trying to decode every text message, even just talking, because you never make any sense. And if that wasn't enough, you've got a little twitch that just gets going sometimes when you're eating your dinner as well. You two really have found your match. You've found your soulmate and your best friend. So, here is to making memories together, to eating good food and drinking even better wine. All right, cheers. It's okay. Oh, what is this?
Oh, thank you, Zoe. That was beautiful. I don't know about you guys, but I had a few tears. Anyway, I believe we have the best man, Tim. Sunday feels woo! Here you are, good man.
I want my milk and cookies. All right, thank you very much, Zoe. That was an excellent speech. Can I get a round of applause for the bridesmaids? How beautiful do they look tonight? How about the groomsmen? They're looking pretty good. And one more for Michael and Emma. Finally! Friends, family, welcome, finally, to Emma and Michael's reception. I'm Tim, Michael's best friend, and for the better part of the last 20 years, and I am honoured to be here tonight to share with you the story of two people that were simply meant to be together, me and Michael. Firstly, thank you for coming. It certainly makes Mick feel like he has friends. And a special shout out to Emma's newest friends at the Noarlunga Hospital. Thank you to all the staff, Chloe, Sophie and Candy, and those no longer with us, Kat, Casey and Adrian. Our hearts and best wishes go to you and your family. There's a lot of things I could tell you about Michael, most of which would get us both thrown behind bars. Luckily for us, the statute of limitations has now passed. None around here, are there? I remember when I first met Michael in 2001, Craigmore High School. I was sat by myself, not because I had to, but because even then I hated people. Not that I hate you guys, I love you guys. Then for some reason, this other kid who I'd never seen before sat down and started a conversation. A conversation that many late nights, alcohol and other substances have claimed, so I can't really tell you that one. What I can tell you, however, is that conversation led me a little insight into Michael and how we viewed the world through lenses of the same coloured glass. As time went on, we learnt more and more about each other, like our mutual interest in music, gaming and movies. By the way, thank you, Paul, for the loans. And food. Going further through high school, we each faced our challenges. Mine of social awkwardness, and Michael's of dragging me into the social circles of his acquaintances, being the social butterfly he is. As music students, we were asked to be in a band. His response: I'll sing if Tim can drum. Again, dragging me into the social maelstrom. And you couldn't. I got a little bit. Emma and Michael met somewhere in the music room. That I have no memory of. Amongst the many exploits that he bragged about, he never mentioned this one. Fast forward to 2005, I left high school and started working. Mick, however, pressed on for another 9-ish months, not quite getting there. However, our friendship remained solid. We now had better funding for booze. Not that it stopped us before. Let me remind Michael of some of our exploits. Trips to Glenelg. My phone's buzzing. Someone's calling me. No, you dumbass. You went swimming with your phone in your pocket.
I placed your phone 7 times, you dickhead.
Or the New Year's Eve trip to the city, where Michael thought it was a brilliant idea to down a whole bottle of vodka on his own. Needless to say, he was very sore the next day.
The only beer I drank was the West End that Grandad gave me, and I don't think I even drank that.
True story. Fun times, fun times. Now, I've kind of known about Emma through high school. The band that we were part of did play at her 16th birthday. Contracted to play for Smirnoff Double Blacks. Thanks, Joe. Perhaps not the best idea, but it was great. It was great. Years later, Emma's friendship with Alex led Michael and Emma back to acquaintances, conversation, friendship, and then dating. Then one day I got a phone call. Not expecting this. Tim, I'm going to ask her to marry me. What do you reckon my reaction was? Yes! Someone's taking him off my hands.
Yeah, baby! Change the locks.
Quite a while after that, I got another phone call. We're going to Europe. How the fuck can you afford that?
Mum and Dad.
All right. So go on, tell me about this. What do you think I should do to propose to her? Well, don't do what I did. What did you do? Well, Christmas morning, this is me, by the way, sat on the couch, handed her a present. She opened it up. I said, what do you think? Yes or no? I told him, I know you can do better than that. And he did. What was it? The Rotunda in Austria. Absolutely. How brilliant was that? I doubt Emma would have said no, period. Top of the Eiffel Tower? That's what I said. There was many setbacks in writing speeches, so we only got about halfway.
Yeah, plenty of time. What's the go?
Yeah, I only had, 2.5 years? But thank you again all for coming. It's brilliant to see everyone out another 6 months past the actual ceremony.
This is how much we love these guys.
Absolutely. Best wishes to you two for your future and, as everyone here hopes, future children. And I'll raise a toast to the couple.
There's an empty one.
Toast to the couple. Mr. and Mrs. Todd. Well-deserved future with plenty of children.
Oh, good on you, Tim. That was beautiful. And you and Michael really were meant to be together. Okay, so I just wanted to tell a little story. Many years ago, when Emma and I were 14, 15, sitting in Somerset Road in your bedroom. Grove. Sorry, it's a grove. It's a grove, Sarah. It's a grove, yeah. As it was pointed out to me by Paul. Thank you, Paul. So we're sitting on the floor. We just cleaned Emma's bedroom with great, vigorous... yeah, it was a real lesson for me. Actually, it's probably what started my cleaning business. A 16-year lesson in cleaning, and I'm fucking got it. We're sitting on the floor. We were at the age where blue lights were the big thing. So if you weren't going to skating at the Gawler Rec Centre, you were going to blue light discos. And, you know, you were on the floor talking about the boys you liked and if they liked you back. And I was talking about one boy and Emma's talking about another. And she goes, yeah, I like him, but it's pretty much irrelevant because I'm going to marry Michael. And I'm like, And, you know, I didn't poke fun because she was sure. And I said, elaborate, what do you mean? And she goes, I know he's my future. He will be the father of my children. I will marry him one day. I know it.
I've actually got a diary of it.
And honestly, she sees into the freaking future. So we're going to form a line after these speeches and she's going to give us all of our Powerball numbers. So get your pads and papers, guys. Emma's going to give us all of our future retirement plans. But if nothing else, she knew. She knew she'd hit the jackpot and she wasn't going to give him up for anyone. And, you know, I think that's just really beautiful because she manifested what she wanted. She dreamed it and she got it. She got her fairy tale. So before Emma and Michael come up here, I'm just going to steal a little toast, but to making your dreams come true. Cheers, guys. Now, we are almost over with the formalities, people. And I don't know about you, but I've gone through a bit of heartache in the last 12 months and I need to fucking dance. So, in a moment, I'm going to replace these beautiful Bets and Bets shoes with a pair of fluffy Ugg boots and I'm going to burn a hole in that bloody rug over there. How about you? Yes! Okay, now before, we did a very lame attempt at trying to get the party started and we said yeah and you went So, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready to party? Nick, you're in the back there. Did you hear that? Or was that a bit... Yeah, they're going to do it in a second. I'm just getting rowdy first. You don't go to a concert and miss the support act before you see the band, do you? No. Getting heckled by my own brother here. God damn it. No. We're going to do another attempt at that because that was piss poor. All right. I say yeah, you go yeah. Yeah. You are all collectively so much louder than that. I can tell because we're trying to make you be quiet. Paul's got the idea. Follow Paul's lead. So when I say yeah, you say Paul. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's better. That's so much better. All right. That's good, guys. All right, we're ready to party now. So please welcome your bride and groom up here, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. How are we all tonight? Yes, I'm feeling the same. Emma couldn't be here and not speak her mind about everybody else who she obviously loves. That's why you're all here. So she's going to say some words first. So, please, Farah.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all having a good night. I know it's usual for a bride to give a speech, I'll be honest, but those who know me well enough, for me to have the chance to keep my mouth shut, that's pretty very slim. Sorry. Firstly, Mum and Dad, just want to say a huge thank you. You're both my role models. Throughout my life, I've witnessed many years of laughter, love, and tears, and compromise, and understanding, dependency, and above all, unconditional love from you both. I've learnt that marriage is about patience and acceptance. It's about knowing when to say I'm sorry and when to offer forgiveness. It's about to get together through the good times and never give up during the bad. I hope that what I have with Michael is something just as special as you guys. Cheers, Mum and Dad. And now, to my father-in-law, mother-in-law, new sets of parents, Paul and Lorraine. You have raised Michael to be the most kind-hearted person, loving, patient and considerate person sometimes. I could never hope to call you my husband, and now for that I'm forever grateful for. I couldn't ask for a more thoughtful, devoted and selfless husband.
Thanks, Bob.
You can have him.
I'd like to give a special thanks to my gorgeous bridesmaids. You guys have been there through thick and thin, every step of the way, and even 6 months later.
Yeah.
You all look absolutely stunning tonight. That's why I've sat away from you as far as possible. Can't be upstage by my own wedding day, I guess. A huge thank you to Tim for dragging my husband here, kicking and screaming, considering it's the second time. I hope. I'm only joking.
Why? You're right.
Yeah.
Most of all, I'd like to thank my husband for asking me to be his wife and for going through it with it. He came into my life unexpectedly and completely changed it for the better. I adore you, and I would like to thank you for the support, understanding, and thank you for putting up with my tears, tantrums, and all those bridezilla moments, especially the last 12 months. Yes. You're my rock, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, as well as to have a family with you.
Thanks, babe.
Last but not least, thanks to every individual person that's come here tonight, considering it is a weekday, let's be honest, sharing our special day with us, our wedding day, as well as our reception day. It can only be a true celebration when all the people you love are here to share it with you. Yep. So I just want to say a big cheers and thank you very much for all coming tonight. I'll leave you with Michael.
Thanks, babe. That was pretty beautiful, actually. I'm glad that my wife could speak today, and I'm actually really glad I get to call her my wife now. That's something I'm not going to get tired of anytime soon. Tim, I know I was meant for you, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to get the tram stamp with your name taken off of me now. I'm going to have to put Emma's one there now. Good evening, everybody. And as Emma was just saying, especially, thank you so much for coming here tonight. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, it means everything. It's really been a long period leading up to my sentencing tonight. But I hear that the warden's okay, so long as she's not beating me for spending too much. So yeah, it's always good. But isn't my bride looking beautiful tonight? I mean, I know you're footsore, but can you do maybe a little bit of a turn? Yeah, I did all right. You all look wonderful tonight here as well. It's so good to be together with everybody. It's amazing to be together again, especially after COVID times began just over a year ago. Really, for us, there have been innumerable trials and tribulations trying to get through this period and trying to lead up to this magical event tonight. We've laughed and we've cried, and we've cried some more, for sure. But through those challenges, we really persevered and achieved this seemingly unsurmountable task. So we're really proud that you guys can be here with us tonight as well. And none of that would have been possible without the constant and tenacious efforts of my now beautiful wife, Emma. So please put your hands together for Emma, for being the driving force behind this wedding tonight. But however, this night was not solely whipped up by my beautiful new wife, nearly handicapped after her mishap on Tuesday, which she'll be on the mend for soon enough. But yeah, there's a lot of people in the wings here keeping everything like the wheels oiled up behind the scenes. So for that, I would like to thank those who aren't here at the moment, which is Jade and the crew from Mace Hire, who provided the letting of this hall, the setting up of the event, and just having this establishment here tonight. They've really been helpful through the entire process, as difficult as it has been, with the goalposts moving pretty much all the time. So I really want to thank them. Next, I think everybody will want to join me here and thank Adelaide Wood-Fired Pizzas for the amazing dinner that we just had. They could have filled another 150 people, I'm pretty sure, here. Easily. Thanks, guys. You guys have just been amazing at the drop of a hat as well, so thank you very much for that. Furthermore, I've got a really special thank you to Sophie and Chloe and Candy for the other services we've got tonight, pouring our bar drinks and also helping with the canapes and making sure everybody's not getting too rowdy, or we will have to kick you out in front of an oncoming truck. So please behave. Next, I also want to thank Andy, our DJ. Andy, there you are, right next to Sarah and Nick, our MCs. I mean, could you guys imagine anybody else running this event right here? Well, that's right. And I know everybody's got to get their dance shoes on, and Andy will officiate. But if you want to put a song on, you have to come through me first, all right? None of this Venga bus stuff, all right? So, no, honestly, this night couldn't have happened without you guys. And we want to thank you so much for being here and officiating over it, and we couldn't imagine it any other way. So thanks again, guys.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
And then I know I've missed some people, so I want to say thank you to all the friends and family who've helped along the way, whether it be pre-event organising and planning or making food platters and helping make sure that we're all fed and watered along the way, just being emotional support. It's been a hard time, and we're really happy that we've got here, and we're really happy to be here with you all tonight. So thank you all. I have to say a couple of more special thank yous. I know I'm waffling on, but I have to. There's a couple other people here who this would not have been possible without, and that's my mother and father, and they're definitely very proud to tell you that. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Mum and Dad, for raising the man who's standing in front of you, who's now ecstatically married to his wonderful new wife. So I must have turned out all right if I've held on to this one. So thank you, honestly. Thank you, guys. Of course. I know, you won't take me back.
Hey, at least I got a second room.
My wife, ever thinking ahead? Now, furthermore, I really want to infinitely thank David and Joanne. David and Joanne have just been absolutely amazing role model for Emma. And for anyone who really knows Emma, you know how kind and caring, compassionate she is. She's always happy to help others and make their lives better. Anything you need, Emma's there. She can help you. If not, she can tell you how she can help you. Even if she can't be there, even if she's miles away, Emma wants to help. And David and Joanne have spent over 30 years together now, and they've just laid down this wonderful basis, this wonderful foundation, which they've courageously raised the woman of my dreams, and I'd like to thank them for that. The loving home that you guys created, it fills me with joy when I imagine the possibilities for Emma and I in the coming future. Thank you for raising your daughter to have the dignity, the courage and the endeavour that she puts into every day of her life. Thank you.
Come on, that's worth more than that. You have to put up with a lot, Paul. Hey, you didn't have before.
Thank you. Joanne will from now on be called Jo.
Good.
So Emma and I, obviously there's been a bit of history about our life together. Everybody's pretty much touched all the basic bases. But yes, we met young, living a stone's throw away from each other, all the while completely oblivious to the path that we would one day share. Most likely thanks to a fateful day in September when she invited me around for a coffee to see her new house. And it does, it really does. Coffee's perfect. And on that day in September, a spark kindled a flame, and that flame grew, and we became inseparable, almost instantly. We went on ice cream dates and realised our love of food, so we went to restaurants. And we went to restaurants, and we realised our love of Europe, so we went to Europe. And then we went to Europe, and we realised our love for each other. And it was then in Austria on January the 4th, 2016, that I was the happiest man alive when I asked Emma to marry me and she said yes. Emma, my wife, she cares for me like no other ever has. She astounds me with her love on a daily basis. Together we are one, and with her by my side, we can accomplish anything. And I cannot imagine my life without her. So everybody, please raise your glasses and toast to what is going to be Emma and my future together forever from now.
Cheers, babe.
She used to be my only enemy and never letting me be free, catching me in places that I knew I shouldn't be. Every other day I crossed the line, I didn't mean to be so bad. I never thought you would become the friend I never had. Back then I didn't know why you were misunderstood. So now I see through your eyes, all that you did was love. Mama, I love you. Mama, I care. Mama, I love you. Mama, my For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you, I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up, never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything I am because you loved me. You gave me wings and made me fly. You touched my hand, I could touch the sky. I lost my faith, you gave it back to me. You said no star was out of reach. Baby, I don't know that much, but I know this much is true. I was blessed because I was loved by you.
All right, you lovely people. Everyone, please make your way in. Thank you. Closer, please.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, or listening to our favorites. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown girl. You, my brown girl. Do you remember when we used to sing? You wanna steal, I'm shifting gears, I'll take it from here. Oh yeah, yeah, and it's going like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, I'd always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life.
Oh yeah. Cheers, man. Try that beer. That's something good.
Okay, that's pretty wow. That's a wow factor. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Disturbia,
passionate one. Oh yeah, like lightning. Everybody was blinding, and the music was soothing, and they all started grooving. And the man at the back said, everyone attack, and it turned to a boneless. A church house, gin house, a schoolhouse, outhouse, on highway number 19. But people keep the city clean. They call it Nutbush. Oh, Nutbush. On a Nutbush city limit.
It's so dreamy. Oh, fantasy, free me. So you can't see me. No, not at all. You're spaced out on sensation.
Like you're under sedation. Let's do time on again. Let's do time on again. Take your shirt out. Take your shirt out. Dress it in the air like a motherfucker. Take your shirt out. Take your shirt out. Twist it in the air like a motherfucker. But you don't care when your titties everywhere, homegirl. Take your motherfucking shirt out. Hey, take your motherfucking shirt out. Hey, take your motherfucking shirt out. And if you don't care, put your hands in the air, homegirl. Take your motherfucking shirt out. Hey,
Oh, look like someone getting married soon. Gentlemen, put your hands up. Yeah. All the males in the vicinity, so make your way down.
Sitting here frozen, keeping your skin on. Just once, if I had to change the things I would do to you, you and your body, every single portion, since you heels up and down your spine, Jesus going down your spine. Let's do it.
I'm on the wrong line. For me to arrive, send me out the message or post on the message. She's getting a party started. Oh, you get a Mercedes-Benz. Oh, got the party started. And finish.
much about last night. Woke up on a couch, sunrise. Saw the living room through these bloodshot eyes of mine. Cold sober, you didn't like that I came home late, 4 a.m. but it's a Friday, babe, and I've been working hard. Can't you give me some space that I'm shouting out? Oh my God, oh yeah, oh yeah. I go out with some new friends, but it just makes me miss you more, more. I spend all my money drinking on my own, yeah. And this bird just sat here staring at my phone, and I keep second guessing, where did I go wrong? I know I'm proud, but I've had one too many. Come take me home. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Take on me, take on me, take on me, I'll I got my money, let's spin it up, go out and smash it, like oh my God, jump out that sofa, let's kick it on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go, let's go way out of space, I'm losing all control. Fill up my cup, Mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, 'cause I got a feeling. Blow it like you made it blow. In Jersey, Jersey, shutting down the game, be my head coach, so you can and never take me out till you can taste the wind. Do it again and again till you say my name. And by the way, I'm so glad, I just wanna make you sweat. I wanna make you sweat. I just wanna make you sweat.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack. 'Cause when I leave for the night, I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicure on our toes, toes. Trying on all our clothes, clothes. Boys blowing up our phones, phones. Drop top and playing our favorite CDs. Going up to the parties. The police shut us down, down. Police shut us down, down. Ho, shut us down. Don't stop, make it pop. DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop, no.
I'm looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale prince, just something I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss, just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Something just like this. Something just like this. Something just like this.
Ready, ready, ready.
It's okay though, because we have dancing.
Shush! There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye
To you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. We hate to go and miss this pretty sight. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu. Adieu, adieu, to you and you and you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. We flit, we float, we fling, we flee, we fly. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. The sun has gone to bed and summer's died.
Right, time to piss off everyone.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more.
Happy wedding day, guys. Reception